I've just finished testing these and they are ridiculously good. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm Reese of the 4-piece variety of Wooks Triple XL. We have even more new cooling products from Gamdias and actually ridiculously impressive. Their water cooler, I expected not much, honestly. I was like, hey, it's just got a cool digital screen on, and it turned out to be one of the best coolers I've ever tested. And now with the fans, I was like, hey, they've got a daisy chain kit. These all housed into one another. There's one cable out, you know, Lee's original type of setup, but they've done it themselves with full RGB and some infinity mirrors on the side and rubberized corners, and they look really good on paper. And we had a couple of requests on the channel for this review as well, and now I know why, because I can see why your curiosity was piqued by this kit, and this has been anything but a waste of time. Anywho, let's go through what's in the box. So inside of this here nice box, you're going to get the 3 fans, full-bodied fans there. You're going to get 3 spare blades because this has reverse flow with an open face where you interchange the actual blade itself. You're going to get a whole bunch of screws as well, which is really nice for radiators, as well as the self-tapping for attaching to cases. You're then going to get 2 different extenders or a daisy chain type of setup so that you can daisy chain another kit into another kit and still only have one header on the output, which is fantastic. It's got its own little RGB controller that it comes with as well, and then a split cable so that from there, from the last fan in the chain, you can then connect it into the motherboard, which I'll show you in a few moments. The way that this thing has been designed, was kind of, when I was unpacking it, I was like, excuse me, how does this thing have spare blades in it? And I'm going to show you how easy it is to change it right now. So as an example as well, these will hold onto each other with some pretty decent force, and then to remove it, literally that easy. And then to remove the fan blade, a little bit harder, but I'm glad that there is some positive force. You just put your fingers behind it like that and it'll pop right out, and then you can attach the reverse blade. It's literally that easy. That's flipping incredible from a company like Gamdias. Really goes way above my expectation. The body themselves, like I said, they have rubberizing on all the corners. You'll see the really nicely done RGB. It's pretty well diffused as well. I'm very impressed that it's got RGB around the center of the fan when it can be interchanged like that, and it's the same whether you have it with the reverse blade or with the normal forward-facing blade. Then it's got an infinity mirror on the side. They do have little plastic protectors on so they won't get scratched. They are a little bit of a thumbprint hazard, so just be careful when you're putting it in. But then on the bottom of each of them is where the daisy chain system comes in. You're going to see an 8-pin out over there, which is obviously for the PWM, and 8 pins for the addressable RGB. And then it's got 2 little brackets that interclip over there to hold it in position. And then once you have the full fan stack like this, then it's literally, like I said, one cable then connects into the motherboard, into a PWM header and an RGB header. And hey presto, you've got a full 3 fan off of the one cable. So exactly like the Lee's, but these don't cost anything near to what the Lee's cost. Now you'd expect their performance with all of this feature set to maybe be a little bit questionable. Anything but. On max RPM, this thing is so strong, I managed to get it to hold up a cloth. As you'll see, it's a microfiber cloth, it's double layered, and it's very much able to hold it up. They claim 74 CFM and about 3.17 for the air pressure value, and 3.17 mil air pressure value, which if you've looked at a water cooling kit or another fan kit, you'll understand that's how much pressure it can apply before it starts to lose some of its efficacy. But as a radiator or as just a normal case fan, these will be absolutely exceptional. Most fans top out at about 2.5. The only ones that I've tested that have a better airflow value and a better pressure are the Cougar MHPs, which these are priced right next to. The MHPs, however, don't look as nice, they don't daisy chain, and they don't have quite as much feature set as these, so these I find very competitive. As far as noise goes, on a 25%, which is what they are now, you're basically not going to hear anything. When you get up to 50%, things start to get a little bit more rowdy, but it's still, I would say, acceptable on audibility, and you're already doing 1,500 RPM. When you go to 75%, you are going to be tipping the scales at like 2,100 RPM, and things are going to be a little bit noisier. And then at 100%, they're still rowdy because they quote 2,400 RPM, but in practice, I got over 2,500 RPM from this fan kit. In conclusion, I am sort of at a loss for words at how good this kit actually is. Much like their water cooler, it completely exceeded my expectations. Gamdias, I've just kind of had an experience of, it's pretty decent bang for buck. When the price is good, it's been, I would say, average in the market, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. This is the first like 11 out of 10. I cannot believe how powerful these fans are. The fact that I can interchange blades to reverse the flow on them on the fly like that is just kind of mental. You just don't expect it from a fan at this price point. This just tipped it over the edge. It took it from that 10 out of 10 to 11 out of 10. The only thing I would like to see from Gamdias with this is just to see them bet on themselves a little bit more. I think they've got a really good product over here, and I'd just like to see a 2-year warranty attached to a fan kit like this. Even if it increased the price slightly, I think it would be worth it because they are extremely competitive. Even on the back, the way that they've done the Gamdias in the middle with the single beam type of setup, it looks super neat. So if you want to have it facing backwards, you're still not going to have a problem with that. Obviously, with the fan being detachable like that, the actual blade, it does mean that the motor is going to get a bit of dust and stuff inside of it. But if you just hit it with some compressed air every, like say, 6 to 12 months kind of thing, it's probably not going to cause an issue. They do also suggest that you lubricate where these pins attach, for which you can just get some contact cleaner. It's going to be the easiest one. There's a Herschel contact cleaner that is going to work out very nicely for that application. It's non-conductive and it's anti-corrosive as well. So you'll be able to service it, which should then inherently increase its lifetime. Hence why I'd be happy with a 10% price increase to get a 2-year warranty on these. But even as they stand at their price point of what, like 1,200 rand, it kind of begs belief that you get this much feature set from something that costs that much. This is in line with like AAA premium brands, and it has more feature set with equivalent or better performance. It's kind of amazing. Gamdias, if this is your trajectory, I'm here for the ride. Anywho, that's all I have for you on the Gamdias Aeolus P2 3-in-1 fan pack. Man, that's a good bang for buck. If you have enjoyed this review, please do hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.